America. Let's go have a picnic at the top of America in Utqiagvik, Barrow, Alaska. I just had a lovely lunch at the top of the world restaurant here at this hotel. And then over here is Cruz, Mexican restaurant, and I think it's Leilani or something bakery. I'll have to show that to you guys. But this is the infamous arch here in Utqiagvik, Barrow, Alaska. It's pretty cool. This is the northernmost township settlement in America. And that's the Arctic Ocean. And over there is Russia. Yeah, I can see Russia from my backyard. Well, actually it'd be more over that direction from where we're at, if I remember right. All right. This is the iconic spot. Everybody comes to get pictures. There's something really cool to show you though on the beach. Here at the Arctic Ocean beach. I think it's the Utqiagvik Sea, if I get it right. But there's a big, huge piece of ice that did not thaw after the breakup. You can see the tip of it sticking out right over there. That's from the spring breakup of the sea. This whole sea right here freezes over completely in the winter. Frozen solid. There's still chunks of ice here and there. Like, that's a chunk of ice. People on the beach. I am going to go up maybe on one of these containers and have my snack. But here's the iconic shot of the whalebone arch. And here's some more whalebones. And there's the skull of a whale right here. But this is, like I said, this is the top of America, Utqiagvik, Barrow, Alaska. It's you'll notice that structures are very, very weathered because here is harsh conditions here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make my way onto one of these containers because I bought a snack at the grocery store. Well, maybe I'll just go here on the beach. I don't know. I think about it. Yeah, maybe I'll try to make it up under the container here. Whoa. Yeah, I can make it. Okay, hang tight as I climb up. There we go. Okay, much better. I just climbed up from here. The shipping containers are here and all these things on the beach to keep it from eroding away. These houses will fall into the sea if there's nothing here on the beach. It just erodes it. So that right there is the big piece of ice that did not melt yet after the spring thaw of the sea ice going out. And yes, polar bears do come around here. This is polar bear territory. They do have polar bear watches and patrols here. Everybody helps everybody to keep safe. They also, further up, way, way, way up the beach here, in another part, they put some leftovers from hunts, and they put those far away from Barrow so that the polar bears stay away. But this is the beach at Utqiagvik in Barrow, Alaska. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just walked around the whole town. It's pretty easy to come here if you're in Alaska because all you have to do is use your air miles on Alaska Air. It's 5,000 air miles to get here from Fairbanks. But the problem is, to fly from Fairbanks to Barrow, you have to fly down to Anchorage and then fly back straight over Fairbanks to get to Barrow at the top. So it's kind of weird. All right, I'm going to set up the tripod real quick. So hang tight. I think I will utilize this as my tripod. Okay, then I can monitor my audio. 1 second while I get it all set up. There, that might help. And then I can reverse this thing. Oh, I'm gonna put the reverse on. There I am, hey. Oh man, I'm getting dirty being up here. Wait, I just sat down on it too. That means I'm gonna have a rusty bottom. Okay, so here we are, just having a lovely moment. Pretty cool. Okay, I have to check the audio, so I'm just gonna leave it like so. And zoom it in on that ice right there while I get my other device out and make sure the audio is okay. Then I'm gonna have to clean my bottom off because I'm sitting on this rusty container and I'm getting nice and mighty dirty. So I live streamed last night because the sun does not set here for 67 days. They have like 8 more days or 9 more days of the sun not setting here. The sun will come right up on the horizon and just stay right there and then just go right back up. It doesn't even dip below the horizon. So the direction you guys are pointed, the camera is pointed. Make sure I get my geography correct. Yes, pointed that direction. It's the northern part of Russia it's pointed at. So, and if I point it, the camera this way, that's the North Pole direction. Okay, let me check the audio now, make sure it's going well. So I was curious to see if live streaming from the northernmost point of America was going to work or not. So that's what this is, curiosity. Here I go, trying to find the live stream now. And looking here. Now I pulled it up. Oh, now I can see comments too. Cool. Looking. Yeah, the audio works. Yay. Now I pulled it up. Okay. Oh, comments too. So somebody says, well, I've never been there. Yeah, the audio works. Yay. Is it possible to walk across the sea when it's frozen? Yes, it is, but I don't advise it because polar bears are out there when the sea's frozen. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the polar bears out in the ice. That's their territory. If I had a gun, maybe, and a bunch of people with me with guns, then I'd walk on the ice. I was here when it was iced over, and it's hard to watch for polar bears because the ice is white and polar bears are white. So it's kind of spooky. Maybe don't. Yeah, because of polar bears. Yep, I just read the comment. I want to move there. It's a nice place, really it is. The community is really nice. It's a good place. But you know, everywhere is a good place pretty much in Alaska. I'm biased because I like the villages a lot because, you know, I'm part of Utqiagvik Eskimo out of the western part of Alaska. That's mostly where I'm from, my family. But I live in Fairbanks, North Pole area. The big city. Ooh. Okay, now I've got it definitely where the audio is working. So, time to switch stuff over. I'm gonna have to clean my bottom side because of sitting on this rusty shipping container. And then I'll walk down to that big shard of ice that still did not melt after the thaw. Let's make sure the audio is working, so I'll keep the audio going. Because this mic is intermittent, kind of. And you guys can warn me if a polar bear comes up behind me. You're a native Cherokee from South Carolina. I've been to South Carolina. I have a cousin that lives there in Fairplay, right on the border. Okay, now I gotta wipe off the back side of me because I know it's probably rusty. There we go. All right, let's get this thing situated again. Sorry for the movement of the camera. Okay, time to jump down. All these shipping containers here, so these houses don't erode into the ocean. I think, yeah. Let's see. I think y'all like the best out of all the world. Y'all be safe. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be safe. Like I said, they got a good polar bear watch here. Now I gotta jump on down there. Okay, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna go hardcore. Here we go. I'm a jumping. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Jumped. Let's make a walk. Man, I got dirty, but I don't care. So, walking through here. Oh, gee, there's stairs. I could have just taken these steps. A ladder. All right, walking to the ocean. The Arctic Ocean. I think it's the Chukchi Sea, I think is the name of it. Now, yesterday I saw people doing the polar bear plunge in here. They're jumping in, going all the way under. I don't need to do that. I've already got into a lake that had ice all over it. I know what it's like. But I should at least check out the temperature, right? Okay, so that means, well, I'm not putting this down on the beach, no. Okay, here I go. How cold is it? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's cold. I've been in water that cold. Woo! Yeah, that's cold water. We used to jump into the lake, Harding Lake, in outside of Fairbanks, and the ice wouldn't even be broken up off of it all the way. It'd still be icy, and we'd want to go in it. So yeah, it's cold. I just got my glasses all wet. Goodness. Okay, I'm gonna walk down the beach to that ice. There's some birds. A lot of birds here. I didn't realize how many birds were here. And there's the iconic whalebone arch. There's people down there walking, so that's good. People on the beach, I like that. All the shipping containers to keep the beach from eroding away and having the houses fall into it, like this one is narrowly escaping. Okay, let's keep walking. I'm going to be flying out of here in about 2 hours. I came here for just 24 hours because I wanted to be here when it was warm. And boy, is it warm. It's 60 degrees. I hit here just in time for a nice warm snap. So enjoy the walk with me on the beach here in Utqiagvik, Barrow, Alaska. This is the northernmost settlement in America. Right over there, right here, I'll zoom in. Those lower 2 windows were the last place I stayed. That's an Airbnb also. Airbnbs here are expensive and hotels are expensive here. You can expect to pay starting at $300 a night to stay here. Per night. That's hotels, Airbnbs. That's the normal price. That's the average price here. But I forgot what I was gonna say. That's rare. I'm ma'am talk a lot. Okay, let's check again. Yep, still people on the beach over yonder. Polar bears will get them first. Yeah, I have a fear of bears. I've had some close calls in my time. I don't like bears, especially polar bears. Polar bears are dangerous. Looks like this is all rusted out. Yeah, and they got these big air balloons here to keep that wall from eroding. That's pretty creative because that house is right on the verge of eroding falling into the sea. It happens a lot on coastal villages where they have to put up big barriers to help keep the village intact and houses not falling in. And my apologies if I don't see the comments, because while I'm walking, I'm just trying to hold the camera steady. Okay, making our way towards some Arctic ice. Pretty neat and pretty crazy to think that this entire sea freezes solid in the winter. So crazy that it gets that cold. Yeah, it's nice here. Nice and warm, 60 degrees. Nice ocean breeze. Where I live in the interior of Alaska, it's really dry. But this is also, I read that Utqiagvik is also considered to be a desert area of type climate. They get very, very little rain. But there's a lot of moisture here from the permafrost. Walking the beach, the northernmost beach in America. I saw a bunch of tourists trying to climb it yesterday. It looks like some of it melted even more. Wow. Some more things rusting. Keep the erosion. There's still the people over there. Okay, we'll just keep walking. I'm gonna check the image to make sure the image is coming in good. Okay, the image is still good. Glad to see that. Gonna keep walking. That's so cool. And then I'll walk out that way to get to the airport. It looks like there's nobody online right now, but that's okay. It's so pretty. I'm happy I'm capturing some of it. Check my phone. The display is clear. That's good. Let's see if the audio is working too. And it sounds like the audio is working.
That's so cool.
Yeah, audio's working. Good. Picture's good. Pretty cool to think that you can live stream from way up here at the top of Alaska in Utqiagvik. Wow. And these have rusted away. These are old barriers to keep the erosion slowed down, because houses are right here. And if they don't slow the erosion down, the house will fall into the sea. It happens a lot on coastal villages like this. I think this is the Chukchi Sea, also known as the Arctic Ocean. The North Pole, actual North Pole, not North Pole where I live in central Alaska. The actual North Pole is just up yonder over there. And way over here would be, way over yonder would be Russia, where you could say, yeah, I could see Russia from my backyard. That would be this way. Okay, let's make our way over to this big piece of ice that did not thaw out all the way after the breakup season. Wowee. Yesterday I just walked this way. Walked on down this rusty thing. Just gotta be careful not to fall. Yeah, there were tourists jumping in to the sea yesterday. I don't need to do that. It's cold. Yeah, that's the way to get up through the barriers to get back to the road, and then I'll get to the airport. But the leftovers from spring thaw right here. Some of the frozen ice. It's just so strange to think that this entire sea freezes over. Crazy to think. See, I'm staring over there at that piece of ice. I hope it's a piece of ice. Zoom in. There. Okay, that's a piece of ice. It's not a bear. Okay. Yeah, I get spooked by bears easily. Too many close calls with bears. People, there's no roads to here. You have to fly here or take a boat. So cars are brought in on barges. And everything's brought in on a barge or big airplanes that they, like NAC, I think is the airline that brings the cargo up here. Prices are hiked up because of that, of course. I'm still watching that piece of ice out there, hoping it's ice. Oh, my alarm is going off saying it's 4 o'clock. Time to head towards the airport. Somebody on the comments said, let's see, I'm trying to read comments. You're in California and it's 110 degrees. Well, up here it's 60 degrees and that's considered really, really warm. Really nice weather. I just have a light hoodie on, that's it. Scanning again. Here comes another four-wheeler. This is pretty fun. I gotta make my way to the airport. I might start doing that here shortly. I've not seen a walrus or anything, but I'm gonna start making my way towards the airport right now. It seems like a good idea. Yeah, it still is. That part's melted a lot. Okay, we'll walk over here. Get a good look at it. A big old piece of ice. Yeah, it used to be a bigger piece right here. That's a pretty blue right there. That's real pretty blue. Real big and pretty. Yeah, a lot of people in four-wheelers here too. Well, since my alarm went off, I better make my way towards the airport. Yeah, I'm gonna check the quality. Okay. Walk over here. Looks like the quality of the stream is still pretty good. Get a good look at it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make my way out over here. I'm sure I'll come back here again. I wanted to come here when it was the sun not setting, which I got last night. I left my tablet rolling all last night and left the TV on in the background, and Titanic was on. So go figure. YouTube blocked it. So when I get back home, I'll get on my laptop and take all the audio off and repost it. Because that's why I came here. I mean, we get 24-hour daylight in Fairbanks, but I wanted to be here for the last stretch of their sun not setting for 67 days straight. Okay, gonna make my way over here. lot of four-wheelers. A lot of people walking. I walked around this entire lagoon, way over there and way around, because my hotel was right over there at the airport. It was a nice walk. I really enjoyed it. I'd come back and do it again. That's for darn sure. Yeah, I'd like to come back in the dead of winter when there are 60-something days of darkness. That would be fun. And they do get twilight, so it's not pitch black for the entire 60, I think it's 66, 67 days. They do get some twilight. Its peak, they get 3 hours of twilight, which is just dimness. But as we say in Fairbanks, or as I say, it counts. Dimness counts as daylight. And so 3 hours of dimness, but I think I want to fly up here right during that time. That would be fun. And Barrow is actually pretty big. Practice saying the word Barrow in Utqiagvik. You say Utqiagvik. I've been practicing getting the G sound in there. Utqiagvik. It's kind of subtle. That's a common thing to see on the road here. Now, you'll notice the roads are not paved. You will not see paved roads in Utqiagvik because of permafrost. The permafrost will make the road just go bad really, really quick. We get permafrost in Fairbanks and North Pole, but not as bad as they get it here. So all the houses, all the buildings, everything is built on stilts because of the permafrost. The only place I have seen any pavement is right next to the airport and the actual airfield at the airport. So that's it. You'll notice that Barrow is broken up into sections because of the lagoon. You have a lot of the Barrow buildings and the North Slope offices over here. And that's the old settlement of Barrow, if I remember right, because I was learning a lot about it. And then you got, wrapping around here, another subdivision, the airfield, the airport. And let's see, that would be, I think that's the elementary school, that big building there, and the high school is off to the right. And then over here, I think it is Browersville. I'm gonna have to look that up. And that's the Top of the World Hotel. And then there's a really good restaurant in there. And then there's a good restaurant right next to it that I like to eat at. So those are the two. Oh, and then there's a post office. And then further there's a grocery store and a bunch of houses. And then I think it's Utqiagvik. I have to look at all of the words. College. And what else? Oh, the football field. I still have to go back to Barrow and show you the football field. It's the northernmost professional football field in America. It's actually a professional football field. And you can go onto Google Maps and it's blue. It says Barrow Whalers. Go ahead, pull up Google Maps and find it. And it's pretty amazing. I think it was built in 2006. And a lot of sports channels did stories on it. It's a pretty big deal. And then these things, I'm assuming, are for erosion, to slow down erosion. That's my assumption. I'm sure they're going to be placing them in a strategic spot for the erosion. Okay. Let's make our way now towards the airport. I'm checking the time. It's 4:07. What time do I board? Oh, I board at 4:52. Okay. Now, the thing about the airport here is you don't have to worry about getting through TSA. Same with Nome. You can get there and just take your time. Everybody else is going to rush to get through TSA, and then they're going to be held in this really small area and have to wait there until they're ready to board the airplane. Those who decided to just sit in the nice comfortable seating area and go through TSA at the last minute get to sit and relax instead of being squished in a really tight area. So that's a little trick if you come to Nome or Barrow. Those two airports are very, very small. Also, this thing about these small airports. I know Nome has just a very, very small bathroom with one sink and 2 toilets, so it piles up quick. Big long line for us gals. So my best advice is use the bathroom on the airplane before you land. And another trick I'm trying to think of. I forgot the little trick that I was gonna bring up to you guys. You can take a taxi. They have taxi cabs in Nome. They're like these big white vans, and some are marked, some are not marked. Everybody's really nice. You just ask people and they'll say, yeah, the cab's coming. And then Nome has a lot of cabs that are well marked, but you can easily walk in Nome. It's really easy to walk. I just remembered what I was going to say. I'm that crazy lady in Utqiagvik, Barrow, Alaska, walking around talking to herself. I was the crazy lady talking to herself in the nosebleed section of World Eskimo Indian Olympics. So maybe that's how I'm going to get known, is I'm that crazy lady walking around talking to herself with a cell phone or a big iPad and a microphone. But I am monitoring the audio, and the audio is working out pretty good. So this is what's considered a sidewalk. Isn't it great? Sidewalks have character here. Okay, let's stop and see what kind of comments I got, if I have any. Okay, somebody who was in California, 110 degrees. Yeah, it's 60 degrees here, and it's lovely. I'm enjoying it thoroughly, as everybody else is. I'm just wearing a light hoodie. That's it. So again, I'll stop and show you Barrow as I continue walking. So it's pretty cool here. It's pretty chill. And you're experiencing now with me the northernmost township in America. Oh, that's right. Everybody try to say Utqiagvik. It's in the spelling. You can see it on my title. Utqiagvik, Alaska. That's the name of this place. It was called Barrow, but they got it changed successfully back to Utqiagvik. Okay, I think I'm going to cross the road here soon. Now, when I was here in May, this lagoon was frozen over, and I was able to walk across it, so that was nice. Woo! Pretty chill here, as you can see. It's pretty epic. Got to get a good hold of this across the street. Okay. Hey. There we go. Now I'm going to cross the road here shortly. When you come to the village, just say hi to everybody. Everybody's nice. You just say hi. Okay, I'm going to see about crossing the street soon. Not yet. They actually have a lot of traffic on this road. I hope my backside's not full of rusty dirt on my bum from crossing where I crossed. Or I mean, from where I sat down on that rusty container. This is kind of fun, having somebody to talk to when it's just myself. Oh, I get to cross. Okay, I'm gonna run. Crossing. Ah, quickly. Don't get hit by car or motorcycle. Or four-wheeler. Okay. Now I'm going to come into something really cool right here. These boats. These rustic boats right here. They're so cool. Let me get in and zoom in. Okay. Those boats are cool, aren't they? That church steeple right there is the oldest church here in Utqiagvik. Okay, I'm walking on the sidewalk. As you can see, this is the way the sidewalk is here. This is pretty flat and pretty good, actually. And you'll notice the roads are not paved because of permafrost. They cannot pave them. It would be a waste of money to pave them, because they would just heave up and crack and break and just be a hot mess. Permafrost here is serious. All the buildings are built on stilts. They're all above ground. The high school, the elementary school, the junior high, they all have to be built above ground. Okay, we'll make our way to the boats here, because those are pretty cool. And I think if you stay at the Top of the World Hotel, they pick you up at the airport. Oh, let's see, I got a text. I'm gonna answer this text real quick. There, there's my son. I needed to answer him back. Okay. Whoopsie, I should not have shut my phone off. That's how I'm monitoring the audio to make sure that everything's working good. Those are pretty cool. Am I getting a clear image at least? I think if you stay at the Top of the World Hotel, they pick you up at the airport. Okay, my phone. All right. Let's make our way to the airport. Yeah, I walked across all of that yesterday. There's a walking bridge. It was pretty nice. It's a very, very walkable town. You could get a rental car. I think they're like $110 a day starting at that. But it's fine just to walk. Tourism, there's a lot of tourism here, but expect to pay a lot of money for your accommodations. Everything pretty much starts at $300 a night. Airbnbs, hotels, all of the above. Okay, what is this? I don't know what this is. I'm only walking through here to get to the old boats, because the old boats are pretty cool. I have no clue what that's for. That's a scary big tank. I think it's an underground, oh yeah, it's got a opened thing. I think it was like for sewage or heating fuel, is my best guess. Okay, this is pretty cool. Right here, that's cool. These old boats. This is really cool. There's lots to explore here. It's a very old settlement, one of the oldest settlements in Alaska, original settlements, because of the hunting of the whales, walrus, all the other animals here, seals. Wow, these are cool. Rustic old boats. That's so cool. Wow, I hope this live feed's coming in clear. I'm gonna monitor that and check it out, because these are cool. I love this boat right here. This is my favorite. A mosquito, wow. That's the first mosquito that's tried to get me. Wow, very cool. Okay, let me see if this live feed's coming in good. Okay. I'm gonna try to use my cell phone to get some shots too while we're at it. I'm gonna multitask. All right, here we go. This is so cool. Okay, I'm getting the shots now on my cell phone because it's so epic. There, I think I got it. Okay, time to go back. Oh my gosh, mosquitoes are getting me. There's finally mosquitoes. These are the first mosquitoes I've encountered this whole time I've been here. The whole 24 hours that I've been here. Whew, shaky, sorry. Tried to walk. Okay, get the church in it. Get this in it. This is such a cool boat. Look at the mosquitoes. I don't know if you can see them, but they're getting me finally. Okay, we've got the boat. Let's make our way to the airport now. Thanks for walking with me. Like I said, I feel like I'm not walking alone. I'm that crazy lady just talking to herself as she walks. Let's go this way, just for the heck of it, because we can. I think I got time. Let me check the time. 4:19. Yeah, we start boarding in about a half hour. So I should be good. Everybody's making their way to the airport right now anyway, so it's gonna get packed there. There's a police! Ooh, a police. Utqiagvik's got police. Okay, we'll keep walking. I don't need to go to Utqiagvik. I think it's Utqiagvik. Utqiagvik, yeah. I went there yesterday. I don't need to go today. I have a long layover to Anchorage. So I'll be at the lounge, the Alaska Lounge, killing time there. There's plenty of food to eat there. Oh, and I got my snack. I was gonna have a picnic snack on the beach, but I got too full from the big lunch that I had because I skipped breakfast. And I had a big lunch at the restaurant. I have to learn how to say the restaurant name. Okay, again, this is a classic Utqiagvik sidewalk. Okay, making our way to the airport. Let's go this way. Oh, we gotta get another shot. Isn't it beautiful here? The top of the world. Kids walking around with their soccer ball. Short sleeves because it is that warm here. I'm actually hot. It is 60 degrees here. It's very warm. When I get to the airport, I'm gonna take off my hoodie because it is warm. There's Wells Fargo Bank. There's the courthouse. Lots and lots of offices for the North Slope Borough. Yeah, you're getting to see a slice of what the life is like here just by me walking. It's pretty chill. It's safe. The only thing you gotta worry about are the animals. And like I said, they got a pretty good polar bear patrol. That's all I care about. Keep them polar bears away from me. Okay, let's check the comments. Let's see if I need to catch up with any. Oopsie. Okay. I think one of these buildings is the oldest timber structure. I think it's the aqua blue one. And that's the old Presbyterian church with the mile marker. Keep walking past all these borough buildings and office buildings here, the courthouse and stuff. And you notice that even though we're on top of America, at the tippy top point of Alaska, there's grass growing. Greenery does grow here. And that's pretty cool. Here's the mile marker post. Actual real North Pole is only 1,200 miles away. London's pretty far. South Pole is really far. Utqiagvik Pass is only 300 miles away. That's pretty close. Okay, Utqiagvik. Oh, this one says Utqiagvik Presbyterian Church established Easter 1899. Wow. My great-grandma was not born yet. She was born in 1902 is the best guesstimate. And I think this is the oldest, one of the oldest wood buildings here. I like walking across these things, they're fun. New York is really far away. New Bedford, Greenland, 1,500 miles away. We're closer to Greenland than we are to New York. It's because we're at the Arctic Circle, the northernmost area, that's why. Okay, walk over here. Paris. And the other one says Moscow, 3,500. Moscow is quite far. Hawaii is probably far. Let's get that. Hawaii, yeah, Hawaii's far. Fairbanks is only 551 miles that way. That's where, well, I'm heading to Anchorage first and then to Fairbanks. So that'd be how you have to do it. You have to fly past Fairbanks to Anchorage, because Fairbanks is in the center of Alaska. So you fly from the top of Alaska to Anchorage, which is at the southern part of Alaska, and then wait and catch a plane and fly Anchorage to Fairbanks. So it takes a while if you're flying in from Fairbanks. If you're flying in from Anchorage, it's a 2-hour flight. Not bad. A lot of people, because prices are kind of high here in the grocery store and just for a variety of things, a lot of people, it's cheaper just to fly from here to Anchorage to procure items and check them on in your suitcases, in big crates and stuff, big suitcases. That's how a lot of people bring things here. Oh, cool. They have English service and an Inupiat service. Cool. Where they do it in the language that I know not much about, sadly. It was not handed down to me. I learned more Hawaiian going to school in Hawaii in elementary school than Inupiat words, which I know very few. Very, very few. Okay, let's make our way to the airport. Might have to double time it. That's cool. There we go. That's a good shot. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Make my way to the airport. Might want to pick up the pace. I do think I have a big stretch to go here. Walk through this area right here. Okay. Okay, gotta cross. Gotta cross. Cross, cross, cross. All right. Airport straight away, straight ahead. Yeah, see, here's some big stilts right here. Getting ready for building, or there was a building on it, and they've prepped it for another building, it looks like. See the standing water? That's thaw from the permafrost. Yeah, crazy, Well, I'm gonna end it here and boogie onto the airport as fast as I can. All right, and then I might jump back on. I don't know, but yeah. Thanks for walking with me from Utqiagvik, Barrow, Alaska. Bye-bye, everybody.